Hello, my name is Hadley Davis, and I am a school counselor and also an LMFT at Pleasant Hill Middle School in Pleasant Hill, California. And today I'm going to be presenting on my peer tutoring project initiative. Pleasant Hill Middle School has 815 students as of the end of the year, and 120 of those students, or 14%, are reported to have some kind of disability. That can be anywhere from emotional disturbance to autism to some sort of a sensory difficulty or anywhere in between. We have 1.2 school counselors for our campus, which means one full-time counselor and then one counselor that spends one day a week with us, and two school administrators, one principal and one vice principal. The need that I noticed is that when I was looking on the California dashboard, I saw that students with disabilities at Pleasant Hill perform on average in the red level for language arts and math, which is at the lowest performance rating. This is below the students in the general population who are not listed as having a disability. Um, and while even the overall school district, students with disabilities struggle in those two areas. They are in the yellow and orange categories, whereas at Pleasant Hill, they're both in the red, which is significantly below the standard. These are the actual scores from California dashboard. You can see language arts scores are in the red at 125.3 points below standard, and the math scores are in the red with 157.2 points below standards. And significantly, both of these had declined from the previous year. So I see that this initiative would be helping MDUSD meet its goals that it has listed. Um, the LCAP for the MDUSD for 2021 through 2024 lists supporting students with disabilities in these areas as one of their areas of need. And they also have dedicated in their budget almost $4 million to uh, promote multi-tiered systems of support in order to help fund these sorts of initiatives, especially the small group supports that can close that learning gap. I see my initiative is also helping Pleasant Hill Middle School meet its goals. Um, the Pleasant Hill Middle School's SPSA identified students with disabilities as being a population in need of additional support. And Pleasant Hill Middle School's goals state that one of their main goals is to make sure that all students are able to access their education equally. So my proposal is that Pleasant Hill Middle School set up a peer tutoring program that's specifically aimed at Pleasant Hill students with disabilities. The program would run 2 days a week for 2 hours, and it would run for an entire school year. I see the benefits being that the students with disabilities would get extra help in math and language arts, raising their scores. Um, and it would also allow students who demonstrated mastery in their subjects to give back to their communities. And also it would promote inclusivity and encourage friendships across peer groups. The goal of the program would be to raise both the language arts and math scores by half. Um, and a secondary goal would be that student volunteers gain work experience and also to improve the overall culture of Pleasant Hill Middle School to be a more inclusive environment. We would be monitoring projects by obviously checking in on the California dashboard at the end of the school year after the students took their two tests that feed into that score. But we would also be monitoring student scores through their iReady scores. Additionally, we would do a school culture survey to rate how this program has impacted that. And finally, the budget would be $4,556.56. Most of the things would not require extra funds. We would already have a common space for free. Our email notifications are free, and our iReady program is free. However, we would need to uh, have money for the 2 special education assistants that we would need for the 4 extra hours of work, and also the printing costs for the permission slips. So thank you for your time, and thank you for your consideration.